Welcome to the Chamber Members Podcast. We'll be going over a new business tip of the week, some chamber announcements, and we'll get to hear the story of our special guest, Jason Andler with Floor Coverings International. First, a shout out to Always Be Fair Roofing for sponsoring this week's episode. If you're looking for someone trustworthy to handle your roofing and siding needs, reach out to our friends at Always Be Fair Roofing. Their number is 330-818-0203. They service residents of Summit, Stark, Tuscarawas, and Wayne County. Up next is our business tip of the week, brought to you by SBS Consulting Systems.
Hi, everyone. Sean Hetrick, SBS Consulting Systems. The business tip of the week this week, we're going to talk about WIP, which is work in progress. It's a very important thing to track. What work in progress is it's work that you have either not completed or that is completed but you have not billed yet. And that's really the one I want to focus on, is the work that you've completed but not billed yet. And what you need to do is really track this, because what this does is this allows you to be consistent in your billing. And if you are consistent in your billing, then your cash flow will stay consistent as you go along, and you won't have any type of cash flow issues in regards to this. Many people struggle with this, and if they don't keep this billing going, keep it consistent, they will have gaps in the cash flow, which will cause financial struggles. So SBS Consulting Systems develops a lot of systems to be able to track this, be able to report on it, be able to give you information about what needs to be billed, when, and how. So if you have any questions, just give me a call. Thank you.
Sean, thanks for the tip. Jason, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, welcome.
I know it's been a little difficult to lock down time because you've been so busy growing your business and servicing all your clients.
Yeah, it's been hectic.
Hectic's good, right?
Very good.
Awesome.
Very good.
So I remember first meeting you at the ribbon cutting the Canton Chamber did for you for your grand opening. I think it's like right before a Quick Connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was interesting because you brought your store to us, right?
We did.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're a completely different experience when it comes to flooring. So we come to you with all of our samples.
Nice. So, what made you get into helping customers pick the perfect flooring?
So it really started, I was doing some house flips, working with rental properties, and just kind of doing some general construction. And flooring, I felt like, was always one of the most difficult things to figure out for somebody that wasn't a professional at doing that. And so I started looking, I always wanted to be a business owner, and started looking at different opportunities. And really the flooring is, I thought, learn about this, figure out as much as we can so that we can help the other people in the community, because I'm sure I wasn't the only one, having these issues. It looks so easy, but it's all the detail work around, that goes around with it that's really the part that's tough for people that try to do it themselves. So being able to get crews that do this consistently and work, and really, we just want to make the process of getting a new floor as easy as possible for our customers.
Nice. So, from what I understand, Floor Coverings International is a franchise you invested in.
Mm-hmm.
What made you go that franchise route? Did you get better deals with the national manufacturers on the floors? Is there a unique business model that you liked about them?
Yeah, so the thing about the franchise is that they've already got systems and partnerships in place. So I wasn't having to go out and really recreate the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
It was, able to start something. We've already have some great other local owners in this area that I've been able to work with and really learn from, just as far as how to run a business within that system. And so the franchise system really helps kind of kickstart that. It gives us a name, a really good name, the best in the industry, I think, to build off of. And we're just continuing that standard.
That support system is so crucial, just to have that backing to be there for you, to help you through and guide you as you go along, I'm sure.
Yeah, especially getting started, not having been a business owner before and jumping into it. There's a lot of little things that I probably wouldn't have thought of otherwise that are already figured out for me.
Nice.
So
What would you say your guys' competitive advantages, or what kind of sets you apart from other floor companies?
Yeah, so our biggest competitive advantage is that we're able to make the process as easy as possible for our customers, and that starts with, like you mentioned before, the mobile showroom. We bring our samples. So many times I've been to the showroom 3 times, and every time I bring a sample home, it looks completely different in my house than what I thought it was going to. And so being able to bring our samples and really talk to our customers to get an idea of how they're using their floors, right? Do you have kids and pets? Is it a very active household? You may want a different floor than somebody who is retired and just kind of hanging out, not really, doing too much and just relax and living life. You may have different needs there. So
yeah, some floors are probably more resilient to, pets and
absolutely
kids slamming pots on the floors and different things like that.
Absolutely.
It's so crucial to have. That's why actually I'm having you come out to my house, is because, to have you there where you can, like you said, see it under the lights, see it in the room itself, and really get a good feel, and try different options in the environment that it's going to be in.
Yeah, and I know we're looking at carpet for that, and carpet is particularly finicky with the way that the light hits it. So that's, really, you definitely want to make sure that you're looking at carpet in your own lighting.
Right.
So I guess, what did you say? Why do most customers choose you? Is it just the ease of getting the whole process done? Is it,
Yeah, I think so. We're a locally owned and operated company. Nobody's going to care more that your project goes well than somebody that lives in your community and, is going to see you around town. So we absolutely want to make sure that all of our customers have the best experience. And I think we do a good job of portraying that. And then, like you said, the ease of just being one stop, we take care of everything. So from the time we show up with our samples, we'll move all your furniture. We rip out whatever flooring is there. We take it away with us. We don't leave it, for you to figure out between you and your refuse company. So we take everything with us. We try to make the process really as simple as possible.
Nice.
What would you say your ideal customer is? Someone that has a lot of different rooms that need done, or, maybe just a one-off, or...
I would say the ideal customer is just somebody who needs new floors. And whether that's one room or a lot of rooms, we don't necessarily care. Some of our customers want a lot of rooms, but they have the funds on hand for one room. And so we do have financing options in those situations.
Nice.
Because you never know. Floors are like cars. They're coming out with new models and every year. So we want to make sure that if you want floors that match exactly, and you've only got a budget for one room, but you want 3 or 4, we can stretch that budget out, and we can work with some financing so that you can get everything done in one shot. You don't have to worry about the floor going out of date or whatnot, and you get the floor that you want. You get it done at one time. You're not stringing it out over a couple of years, but then you can pay for it, at your own ability. So
Nice.
That's great. So back to that cool mobile showroom you have. How many floor samples can you fit in there?
I don't know how many we can fit in, but we've got at least over 3,000 samples right now, and yeah, it's a lot. We've got something for everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, that selection's key. I mean, if having a big selection like that just gives so many options for people, for sure. What kind of flooring are you able to provide? I know we talked about carpet, but I'm sure there are other kinds that you provide.
Absolutely. We do basically anything that covers your subfloor. So we can obviously carpet. We do luxury vinyl planks, luxury vinyl tiles, laminates, hardwoods. We'll do actual tile as well. So we've got a very wide range of things that we can do for you.
Do you have one that you particularly like? Like, what's your go-to?
Yeah, the LVPs are great, the luxury vinyl planks. That's really what the trend is right now. People are starting to go back into that wood look, sort of a light wood color, and nice long, wide planks is what people are trying. And so I think that's my favorite right now. Just it's what's coming into style, and
Nice.
It's easy to work with. My installers like it. Our customers love the way it looks. It's easy to maintain. So
Nice.
So I know you're located in North Canton. What areas do you service, though? Be mobile.
Yeah. So we primarily service as part of a franchise. We have, a territory. So our territory is Stark and Wayne counties.
Okay.
We do go outside of that. So we'll go into Tuscarawas County. We'll go, north if we know the person or if it's a personal referral. But like I said, being part of a franchise, we have so many other great, great owners, especially in our area. Floor Coverings International will cover all of Northeast Ohio.
Wow, nice. So say I want to get some new flooring in, living room, basement, kitchen. What's the best way to get a hold of you guys? What's the kind of that whole process look like?
Yeah, so the best way to contact us is to call our office, 330-826-1373, or you can contact me if it's after hours on my cell phone, 330-933-1110. We do have a website. You can find us online and schedule through there as well. So whatever's best for you guys.
So you make an appointment, and then how do you, what's that process look like? You make an appointment to see samples and.
Absolutely. Yeah. We schedule appointments. We you want to leave at least probably 90 minutes to make sure that we can get all the measurements that we need and really talk through your specific situation, and then answer any questions that you have as far as samples,
nice.
And what you're looking for. So.
Okay.
And then after they choose their flooring, kind of what's the next steps after that?
Yeah, so after, you've chose the flooring, you've decided that you want to purchase, we'll order the material for your specific project. So that takes, usually a week or two to come in, and then we'll get you on our schedule just to obviously install the floors. And
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
A lot easier than going to Home Depot 25 times, bringing back samples, and then trying to find a contractor that you can trust, and then, all those steps. So
yeah, we take all that on for you.
Nice. So now that you've been helping customers for a while, is there a particular job that you like the most, or customer, like a really interesting project, or something you got into that was different?
Yeah. So I don't know that the project itself was interesting, but one of my favorite customer, I think so far, it was this retired lady, and we came to her house, did our consultation. She said, this is a lot of money for me. I need to think about it. So, all right, we don't do any high pressure or anything. So she called me back 2 days later and said, all right, let's go. I said, okay, I'll come down tomorrow to collect a deposit. I'll be in the area anyway. And when I got there, she just started questioning me. She must have been down the rabbit hole of bad contractors and just started all these wild stories that I can't even imagine, and just questioned me. She's like, I couldn't sleep last night. And I'm like, listen, we just want to make it as easy as possible. I want you to really, be comfortable. And I want you to really enjoy what the product that we have. And she ended up going with us, and we installed the floors for her. I went back to visit her, a few days after the install,
nice.
just to check on her, see how everything was. And she goes, I couldn't sleep the day before the install. I was so excited and so nervous, and I couldn't sleep. And she goes, I can't think of anything that could have went better. And awesome. She was so happy. She talked to me for another 30 or 45 minutes, just telling me how great my crew was. So
that's awesome.
It was, being able to turn somebody that was that nervous into being that happy was probably, that was a really rewarding experience for me.
Nice. Are there any industry tips that you could kind of provide, or secrets?
Yeah, definitely you want to, I would say, hire a professional for your flooring. And it's funny, you can tell when it's not been done. And there's some bad advice out there that we've run into where we're seeing floors breaking apart within a year just because somebody went through an extra step in prep, but they prepped incorrectly. And so they put extra work in that what they didn't even need to do. And it ended up being the thing that destroyed their floors, 6-8 months later. So really, if you don't know what you're doing, definitely hire a professional to get it done.
Makes sense.
So as chamber members, we're always looking to support each other and do business with each other. Is there any chamber member that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Absolutely. Derek Watkins of the Junk Luggers, he's been absolutely great. He met with me long before I even opened, just talking to me about how to network and how it's affected his business, and what are some good tips, and just really made me feel a lot more comfortable about networking, as not being an incredibly social person. That was something I was concerned about, and after getting coffee with him and really setting some bounds and understanding what he does, it's really helped me out, and it's really what brought me into the Canton Chamber.
Nice. Yeah, I love talking to Derek. He's always has a lot of energy, a smile on his face.
So much energy.
And, he'll draw you into the conversation. Oh, I'm gonna meet this person, meet that person. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just the benefit of the Canton Chamber and networking in general, is just to find like-minded business people and kind of listen to what they have to say or their thoughts or ideas. I've personally experienced quite a bit of that. That's been very helpful for me too.
Absolutely. And everybody's been great, but Derek was, I think, really the one that really said, hey, go this direction. So
absolutely. Yeah. So now our upcoming chamber events, we have 3 to go over. First is Wednesday, August 16th. We have the Young Professionals meetup at the Brew Kettle at the Hall of Fame Village from 5 to 7. And then Thursday, August 17th, Costco is having the ribbon cutting ceremony for their store opening in Jackson Township, North Canton at 7:30 a.m. So that'll be an early one. And then right after that, they're doing their grand opening at 8 a.m. So I know they're excited. They put a lot of work into that building, that big building. Mm-hmm. And then the same Thursday, August 17th, we're doing a business after hours at Buffalo Wild Wings on Dressler Road. So come mingle, have a good time, meet some new people, and check out their newly remodeled restaurant. And that's a wrap for our show. Don't miss episode 12 next week. We're going to be chatting with our friends at UB Advertising. Catch you soon.
Bye.